Tuesday, October 5, 2021. Ms. Cindy, have roll call.
Mr. Westmoreland.
Present.
Mr. Duncan.
Here.
Ms. Dominguez.
Present.
Ms. Abrams.
Here.
First item on the agenda, new business, discuss the accounts payable check register for August 16th, 2021 to September 15, 2021 in the amount of $15,604,217.33. Good afternoon, Mr. Schnattelbach.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Again, this is presented to the committee just for information purposes only. No action is needed. If there are any questions on the check register, I'd entertain them at this time.
Any questions by the committee members? There's none. We'll move on to B, consider approval to award bid 2021-15, sale of timber lump sum block D to Weiss Hauer for the amount of $79,192. Mr.
Yes, we
Tessman.
recommend awarding that bid to Weyerhaeuser for $79,192. And we have Mr. Rice Allen here, our forestry consultant, if you have any questions on it.
Move to adopt the administration's recommendation.
Motion made by Mr. Duncan. I hear a second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Mingus. We have any discussion?
Is it the hurricane or the tree that are laying everywhere affecting any of our prices? Just kind of curious.
Not on this particular sale.
Not this one, maybe in the future.
I had these spec'd out at, I think it was D was 73,000 and V was 80,000. So that was in June when we put the budget together.
That's great, thank you. That was lucky though.
No other questions? A call for a vote. Ms. Cindy?
Online voting is open. Voting is closed. Motion passes unanimously.
Moving on to section C, consider approval to award bid 2021-16, sale of timber lump sum block 5 to Weiss Hauer for the amount of $80,858.
Move to adopt the administration's recommendation.
Motion made by Mr. Duncan, second by Mr. Mingus. Any discussion? Call for a vote.
Voting is open. Voting is closed. Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to item D, consider approval of establishing the Leo Collins Senior Memorial Scholarship at Amite High Magnet School to be awarded to one female and one male graduate annually. Dr. Fussell.
Good evening. I just wanted to give you all a little background before I read the proposed scholarship. Dr. Jesse Fussell reached out to us before the summer. He is a former graduate of Amite High School. He recently retired, and he and his beautiful wife, Miss Lois, were reflecting on something that they can do to give back, because he gives a lot of credit to Amite High School and Tangipahoa Parish School System for getting to the point in his life where he did, where he could give back. He actually lives out of state now, him and Miss Lois, and have for many years, but what he got from Amite High School really stuck with him, and he felt the need to give back. So he actually came to see us. He was headed on a trip. By the way, no relation. Dr. Fussell, Jesse Fussell, no relation. I wish. He's very brilliant, and his doctorate's actually in computer science. But he decided he wanted to give back. So he came in person. He met with Mr. Schnattelbach, myself. He has spoken with Dr. Ford numerous times, and this is the proposal that we have drafted, which is in alignment with other scholarships that we've had in schools in the past. Alumni of Amite High School who hold the strong belief that all students at Amite High School should have the opportunity to attend a post-secondary institution to further their education created the Leo Collins Senior Memorial Scholarship. Mr. Leo Collins Sr. was a custodian at Amite High School for a number of years and was one of the hardest working people in the building. During this time, he demonstrated pride in his work and attention to detail and served as a responsible adult role model. That resonated with the former students who would like to give back to their alma mater in Mr. Collins' name. Funds contributed for this scholarship will be maintained in a separate account controlled by the Amite High School principal and audited annually by the Tangipahoa Parish School Board internal auditor. Funds from this account shall be used solely for the scholarships. The scholarships will be awarded each year to 2 graduates, 1 female and 1 male, who have enrolled in a 2 or 4 year technical school or college university. These selections will be made without regard to race, color, creed, religion, sexual orientation, national origin, or any other characteristic protected by law. A committee composed of faculty and staff of Amite High Magnet School appointed by the principal will select the 2 recipients unless they determine that there's no qualified male or female applicant. The selection committee will rate applicants based on the following criteria: minimum GPA of a 3.0, minimum ACT of a 20 or silver on the work keys, financial need, and demonstration of determination to further his or her training or education. The school counselor's office will distribute applications, and the school webmaster will ensure it is posted on the website. The principal or his designee shall present the scholarship to the recipients at either the Senior Awards Day Assembly or the graduation ceremony. This scholarship shall be used for attendance at any 2 or 4 year university or technical school for any purpose that assists students in beginning their post-secondary education. The initial scholarship will be set at $2,000 each. Prior to the start of each academic year, the principal of Amite High Magnet School, in coordination with the school board chief financial officer, will review the terms and funding of this scholarship. The principal may recommend amending the selection criteria or increasing scholarship amounts or numbers of recipients if he deems such changes will be more effectively make use of the scholarship funds. All proposed changes will require approval by the Tangipahoa Parish School Superintendent and the school board. So Dr. Fasell started this initiative, but other classmates have joined in, which has increased the dollar amount that will be put in this fund, which is why it will be reviewed each year to make sure it's actually, if they can increase the number that will be awarded in the future. So this is the proposal that Dr. Fasell worked on with us, and we would ask for you to adopt.
Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to adopt.
Motion to
second.
adopt. Second by Ms. Abrams.
Okay, question. So the money is going to come as donations of former people, alumni, and it has to go through the school board office because they're not a 501c3 group?
No, they're gonna be donated, they'll be come to the school board office. The funds will be donated into an account held at that school. So probably a savings account at the credit union, like I think they have other accounts over there. But it'd be a separate account, the money will sit there, collect interest. The Dr. Fasell's original contribution will be, I think, in excess of $30,000. So it should be a significant amount of money that could be used to continue to grow and benefit students for the future years to come.
So it'll be basically presented by the Amite High School? Is that why we're?
Yes.
Okay, that's because we don't normally approve like scholarships.
Yes. Dr. Fasell
Okay.
wanted the school board to be aware of what he was doing and wanted to have the board's approval.
That's great.
It is very important to
Yeah,
him
normally
that
we
the
don't
funds
approve.
really be used to support students. And this helps give his classmates, they can see what's established, and hopefully this will continue to grow. That's his goal.
Any further questions? Not, we'll call for a vote.
Voting is open. Voting is closed. Motion passes unanimously.
All right, nothing further to be brought before the committee. It's adjourned.